can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay on us. Fires to the side of an ice caller. You know that ride till the ties fall off. She know I'm a G, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a mule. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million.
Count me in still up.
The broken glass of a bottle makes a jagged rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quitting. Sweating in an old church basement. Wishing I was, never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here has felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he's got room down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in L.A. And it's blocked. And the Rams have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Rams at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the...
He's got a man. Complete. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They run straight ahead with Corum. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Here's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. In motion goes the tight end. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To the air with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have cut the lead back down to 2. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. It's to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Corum now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Now the first carry here for the running back. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Now Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Now McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Back to throw again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
McCarthy going to throw again. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Monday. Talk about a chip shot. 11.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. McCarthy toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Into space at the 45, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Complete to Addison on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Back to throw. McCarthy. Touchdown! Rondale Moore from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow. There he goes, left side. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's Stafford. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. McCarthy operating from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 229 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Oh, the spin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 12. Here's McCarthy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now it's Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 231 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Minnesota, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
getting high.